rising, rising up to the sky. Smoke is an integral part of fire. The eye readily identifies the hazy line stretching upwards as smoke, sometimes obliterating the flames. How do I do that? How do I paint smoke? I do it with fire-bright acrylic paint and lots of water on watercolor paper. There's actually very little brushwork in painting with drips. The picture practically paints itself. Here's how. Color is important. Darks against lights and complementary colors. Colors opposite each other on the color wheel. Vibrantly different colors next to each other show up the best. It's really therapeutic to watch the colors flow across the page, to watch fantastic swirling designs and colors appear before your eyes. You can see how wet the paper is, but too much water will just wash it out. Lift a corner or tilt the page gently to direct where the color goes. You're going to need to put a sheet of plastic underneath your work. It's very messy, but it's fun. You'll need a flat surface and a box of tissues or napkins or something to mop up. You can use a small brush, wet brush, to fill in those gaps so they won't distract on the design. The colors are fantastic. All right, let's give this thing a try. With a palette knife, place globs of paint across the tip of a large flat brush like this one. Dark paint on one side, light on the other. Don't forget to wet the page. I just make curly streaks around the sheet with watercolor paper. Leave room in the middle for the drips. Because the paper is wet, some drips will swirl away from the design the minute you paint it. To encourage more drips, sprinkle clean water with a clean brush over the paint, not over the drips, using a clean brush. Or you may use a spray bottle. But again, don't spray the drips, spray the paint. Gently lift the edges of the paper to direct the flow again. For long, straight drips, hold the paper by the top so it's hanging almost vertically, and so the drips will come straight down. Whoa, that one's going to go a long ways. And look at how it's carrying all the pretty color in it. That will last. But here's what you have to do. You have to keep holding on to that, because if you lay it down too soon, it will wash out. So hold it up, wave it gently to encourage it to dry, and blow on it. Acrylic paint will dry fast. So you have to kind of set it, get the drips set. Look at what beautiful colors those drips ended up. That's the one you were just watching with the colors racing down. Now the globs will make thicker parts of paint that you will need to let dry overnight. So be careful with those. If you touch them, it'll smear all over the place. What you can do when the painting is dry, you can paint in leaves, twigs, whatever you'd like to embellish it. Or you can just leave it as it is.